Hello folks, we're back out of the forge again this morning. As you can tell by the amount of soot on my face, I've already been hard at it. Working on a different build. Right now, like always, going to try to do a little free forging, no real plan. Got a piece of 1084, and it's 1/4 inch thick, I don't know, 8-9 inches long. I've already rounded one end, so I won't have to fool with beating the corners back to make a point. I think I want to make some kind of a smallish fighter out of this. Or then maybe a nice swept point skinner. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe. We're still shooting for that much pursued 1,000 subscriber mark, so we can get a little monetization on the page. Leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know if there's something you'd like to see in the future. And thanks for watching. And here we go. Like always, going to start out with drawing the tip down. Drawing down from what I intend to be the spine toward the edge. Really makes it easier when the stock you're working is already rounded over. You don't have to worry about knocking the corners back. You don't end up getting fish lips or getting cold shuts from it folding over. Just continue drawing it down. Now that's 1/4 inch stock, so it takes a little while to move it. I'm not really hitting it that hard. It looks like I'm hitting it a lot harder than I am. Almost got it. Turn it over, make sure everything stays flat and even. Not working it too cold. Turn it around and work on the handle. Basically what I'm doing is working my preform right now. Get us a measurement and mark a spot. Now we're going to use the cross peen and just start isolating what's going to be the finger well at the handle. Knock it down a little bit. And I would just turn the cross peen over, but the face of that cross peen's been ground for something special and it would just mar things up. So now we'll go to the horn and just further define that finger well. As always, keep everything flat, straight as possible. Back to the horn and keep working it down. You see, I spend a lot of time flattening the stock back out. If you ever let it get away from you, it's a lot harder to get it back where it needs to be than it is to just do a little bit at a time. Put a little bend in it. Decided I'm going to go with an upswept skinner at this point. So I kind of want that little bend in the handle, just to offset the upward sweep of the blade and make it look cool. Turn it around and work on the blade now. Start out by drawing down the heel, using the hammer to push steel from the spine down toward the edge. The hardest part of this is making sure that your blade edge stays centered on your bar stock. Now that could be just forged out however and then ground to shape, but I hate grinding, so I like to forge as much as I can. Now we'll just start down the edge, dragging that steel from the spine downward and work that edge on out. Again, Making sure to keep that steel hot. Don't want to work it too cold at this point. You can see how the tip's starting to curve backward. How we're starting to get that sweep in the blade, that upward sweep. And ordinarily I would work that back out, but that's kind of what I want with this one, so we're just going to go with it. Just keep working that bevel out. And my daughter's running the camera. She's a little bit shaky today, it looks like. Almost there. Now that's going to be a little more sweep than what I want. So I'll go back, and as I work in my distal taper along the spine, it'll make that sweep just a little less severe, and it should be just right. That's what I'm doing now. I'm working the distal taper in along the spine, taking some of that curve out. Just make sure we get all the hammer marks out as best we can. Make sure everything's level. Make sure it's straight. It's looking pretty good. Turn it around and look the other way. Yep, pretty well straight. Little tap, little tickle. Yep, that's just about ready for the normalizing cycles and the heat treat. I believe that's going to do. Yep. So here we go. Got that blade finished. Decided to go with that upswept Skinner shape. Got Goncalo Alvis or Tiger Wood, whichever you want to call it, grips, brass pins, blades, probably right about 8 inches. Left a few hammer marks in here along the spine. You know, Blacksmith spent 1,000 years trying to make everything shiny and smooth and look like it was machine made. And now for the past, I don't know, 20 years or so, everybody thinks a handmade knife should be full of hammer marks. But that's okay. If that's what you like, great. That's what you'll get. It is very sharp. Got a fine convex edge. It'd be really good for camp work, kitchen work, whatever else a person wants to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. God bless and have a great night.